Applying for a credit card or loan is pretty straightforward, but when it comes to borrowing money to buy a house, the biggest purchase you're ever likely to make, the process becomes more complicated. Here is MoneyWise TV's guide to finding the right deal for you. The first thing to think about is how much you can afford to borrow. A mortgage broker will be able to help you with this, or you can use an online calculator. Some lenders will base this on your income, but most will look at your overall ability to afford a loan and will take your debts and other financial commitments into consideration. The other big decision you need to make early on is whether you want the security of a fixed rate loan or a tracker deal where the interest will potentially rise or fall in line with Bank of England base rate. Now, there are pros and cons to both options, and you can speak to a mortgage broker about which one is right for you. The initial term you opt for will also need to be considered at this stage and should be based on your future plans and your expectations of your future finances. If you decide to apply for a mortgage through a broker, then make sure you choose one that offers a whole-of-market service and isn't tied to a limited number of lenders. Also, be aware that many banks and building societies offer different rates to customers that come to them directly. It's really worth checking both avenues before you decide which deal to apply for. In the past, many lenders allow borrowers to pay just the interest on their loans, with the capital repaid at a later date, once the house has been sold, for example. However, this option is now rarely on offer and is generally advised against, basically because if house prices fall, you could be stuck in negative equity. When comparing mortgage deals, it's so important to look beyond the headline rate and take all fees into consideration. These include arrangement and application fees, valuation and legal costs, the early repayment charge and any exit fee. A mortgage broker will compare these costs for you, or you can use MoneyWise's free mortgage tool, which allows you to search your mortgages based on the true cost as well as the headline rate. MoneyWise's true cost comparison includes all the fees you'll have to pay, so you can easily compare different deals. Just looking at headline rate doesn't give you the full picture of how much a loan will cost you, as some lenders offer lower rates in exchange for a higher fee, and vice versa. Finally, you will need a deposit in order to qualify for a mortgage. Generally speaking, the bigger the deposit, the better rate you can expect to be offered. If you're a first-time buyer, there are also government schemes to help you take your first steps onto the ladder. You can find out more about these and everything else you need to know about buying a house on MoneyWise's Property Ladder section.